So I would like to invite Dr. Anoulak Kittikhoun, the MRC Secretary and CEO, to deliver his remark on his contributions and achievement during the tenure. The floor is yours.
Excellency, Madam Chair, thank you very much. I'm honored to give you a report on my 3 years as Chief Executive. Because I served the MRC for 13 years, so I asked for 13 minutes. Upon appointment as Chief Executive, I pledge to you to do 3 things. First, strengthen the MRC role as a knowledge hub and services to the Mekong countries and people. Second, to uplift and elevate cooperation between countries. And third, to uplift the MRC performance and management toward world-class status. After 3 years, I'm happy to report that I have kept my promise. First, Knowledge Hub. A core business of the MRC is to know what's going on in the river and to know it in real time. We have consolidated in this regard our river monitoring in the approved core river monitoring network of 81 stations in both mainstream and tributaries, including 10 new stations for water level and 11 new stations for automatic water quality. We also expanded our drought monitoring to almost 40 stations. And for the first time, we are installing CCTV systems in these stations. Last month, we just opened in Jampasak, one of these integrated stations, where we can see from afar water level, rainfall, water quality, and situation on the ground at the same time. Better monitoring contributes to better flood and drought forecasting. And with better satellite data, we have significantly improved our short-term accuracy of our flood forecasting. We also put in new initiatives, such as medium to long-term forecasts, the Flood and Drought TV, the integrated dashboard on the MRC website, and a revamped bulletin. All of this, I think, have increased the speed and timeliness of our data information sharing, which were appreciated very much, especially during the flood season, including during Typhoon Yagi. We also have upgraded our flood and drought management center in Phnom Penh and put in place new situation rooms at the center and at the secretariat and support member countries' national forecast centers. Next month, we will launch our One Mekong app, which is powered by AI. And this will also revolutionize the way we access, share, and use data. During the past 3 years, we have also released new knowledge products, such as the State of the Basin Report, the Mekong Atlas, the Document Management System, and upgraded our decision support framework, including new models and water status dashboard. Second, cooperation, diplomacy, and partnership. As a treaty-based organization, it is critical for the MRC to coordinate and promote the sustainable use and development of the Mekong based on a set of rules, procedures, and guidelines, and based on our objective knowledge base. Yet, cooperation is ultimately the key. That is why the agreement on the transboundary EIA guidelines, after 18 years of debate, is a historic milestone. The voluntary application by Lao PDR on the Sekong A hydropower project on a major tributary of the Mekong is testament to the higher level of cooperation, trust, and mutual understanding. For the procedures for prior consultation, notification, and agreement, implementation have proved challenging. But credit to the member countries, we have found ways to work together. Roadmaps were agreed, for example, to meaningfully conclude the Sanakam process and commence the Pungoi process. And after 5 years of discussion, we have also reached agreement on the updated design guidance for mainstream dams. And after almost 20 years of implementation, we have also updated the PNPCA guidelines. The Joint Action Plan implementation have also seen concrete improvements in the design of mitigation measures and therefore addressing the concerns of member countries for the Luang Prabang, Pak Bang, Pak Lai hydropower project. And in a historic move, the member country also agreed for the first time to share dam operational data. All of this, we have done so in an inclusive manner, including stakeholder engagement, and invented new mechanisms to engage them, such as the roundtable. For high-level diplomacy, the fourth summit and international conference in Lao PDR was uplifting, where Mekong leaders reaffirmed commitment to the MRC mandate, where youth showcase not only their talents, but their care for the Mekong, and where experts come from all over the world to share not only the latest best practice in terms of water management, but also to celebrate the MRC successful model of transboundary cooperation. This is not my assessment. This is the common perspective of the participants, and as evident also by the requests for mutual learnings from several river basins, from the Amazon to the Aral Sea. As I said in my State of the Basin address this year, to continue to prosper in terms of cooperation, the MRC must look north, south, and beyond. Looking north, our cooperation with China and the Mekong Lansang cooperation have grown exponentially within the last 4 or 5 years. Instead of competing, we have worked assiduously to build relationships, to establish joint mechanisms such as the joint study, the joint Lansang Mekong survey, the joint meeting between the JC and the JWG, and the joint latest, the joint MRC MLC expert group on data modeling and forecasting. These joint efforts have led to a common upstream, downstream understanding about how the river behaves and how it has changed, and the key issues needing basin-wide attention and management. And it also has led to practical cooperation during emergencies such as flooding this year. Looking south, the Mekong can be the beating heart of ASEAN. The second MRC ASEAN Water Security Dialogue convened this year highlighted both the importance of the Mekong to the rest of Southeast Asia in terms of food, connectivity, energy, but also growing interest by the non-Mekong ASEAN countries to join, and their interest for Mekong development and peace. Indonesia has signed up, and I'm sure others will follow. And beyond, we must maintain our international partnerships with the rest of the world. We are strong when we have strong friends and traditional partners such as Australia, Belgium, EU, France, Germany, Japan, Luxembourg, New Zealand, Sweden, Switzerland, and United States. We are stronger when we have new friends and contribution. Canada, Korea, USAID, the UK, Morocco, Israel, etc. Additional funding of $12 million from JEF will surely transform the transboundary fisheries of this basin, and $15 million from Germany, including $3 million going to the MRC for the Mekong Fund trial, will also add to the improvement of ecosystem services and livelihoods. And I'm happy that into next year and into the next strategic plan, many development partners have made commitments and pledges to support the MRC. Third, MRC performance and management. We continue to strengthen our standards, regulations, and internal control, including updated admin, procurement, and HR manuals. We now also have a fully functional financial management information system and receiving certification from the European Commission. With support of our member countries and partners, the MRC is also well-resourced, well-staffed, and has become a top-performing organization. Compared to 2017 to 2021, where we averaged 79 yearly task completion and 71 disbursement rates, we have increased our performance by 9% for completion rate. And for disbursement rates, we have increased our performance by 11%. And this year proved to be the best year yet with over 90% for both task completion and disbursement rate. The independent midterm review have concluded that the MRC have made considerable progress. Almost 80% of deliverables completed or on track to complete. This makes significant contribution to the BDS. Walking into the MRC offices in Vientiane and in Phnom Penh, you will find that they are modern and well-equipped places to work and collaborate. The new MRC Education and Visitor Center, set to open by the Prime Minister of Laos PDR next month, will also act as a public repository of Mekong knowledge and cooperation. Excellency, Council members, the above are key achievements, but there are others, and we must build on them. But as the Council member have also expressed, the challenges for the Mekong are ever growing. So I would like to leave you with 3 top wishes. First, implement joint forecasting, joint notification, and disaster response. The MRCS, the LMC Water Center, dam operators, national agencies, and the AHA Center can work together despite our different mandates. This will save more lives and properties. Second, advance joint development and management projects between China and the Mekong countries, between Myanmar and the Mekong countries, between Laos and Thailand, between Cambodia and Vietnam, for example. Taking the Itaipu joint hydropower project as an inspiration, the MRCS should technically support member countries' joint project development, engaging early with developers and the private sector and governments. This will optimize regional benefits, including benefit sharing with the communities, reduce transboundary costs, and elevate cooperation like never before. Last but not least, implement the Mekong Fund and global funding sources like JEF, GCF, cooperation with TISTA, to help peoples adapt to the changes and bring positive impacts to their lives. Madam Chair, being CEO has not always been easy, balancing different interests and concerns. So I would like to thank you personally for your unwavering support and guidance, and also the other council members. I actually would like to especially thank the joint committee members, Excellency Soport, Madam Lin, Mr. Ponpasert, and who did I forget? Because you're not like Dr. Surasi, for your strong support, commitment, and understanding. I would like to thank the development partners. I think without your technical and financial support, none of this would be possible. And I would like to thank the MRCS, including former CEOs, including my dear friend, Dr. Hadda, and also the current MRCS staff for putting with me in my deadlines and demands. But know that I subject myself to the same deadlines and demands and enjoy working with you on every step of the way. It has been an absolute honor of my life to be the CEO, the first CEO from Laos, the third Liberian CEO, and the 8th overall CEO. Thank you very much.